The will to power in business, Nietzsche's secret to wealth. What if I told you that one of history's most misunderstood philosophers, the guy with the iconic mustache who everyone thinks was just doom and gloom, actually left us the blueprint for building massive wealth? No, seriously. The same philosopher who proclaimed God is dead might have accidentally created the perfect mindset for entrepreneurial success. Mind blown yet? Just wait. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking Friedrich Nietzsche's philosophy and turning it completely on its head, but not in the way your college professor who wore the same tweed jacket for 20 years taught it. We're taking his powerful concept of the will to power and transforming it from dusty academic theory into a practical strategy for personal transformation, business domination, and yes, financial independence. Look, if you've ever felt stuck in a job you hate, if you've ever looked at your bank account and winced, if you've ever thought I wasn't made for greatness, this video is specifically for you. Stick around because I'm not just throwing philosophical concepts at you, I'm showing you exactly how to use them to change your life. And trust me, Nietzsche would probably be horrified at how we're repurposing his ideas, but I think he'd also secretly love it. But before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe for more philosophy-based practical insights on mindset, wealth building, and personal development. Alright, let's strip away all the academic jargon and complex German terminology. When most people hear will to power, they immediately think of some villain in a movie trying to take over the world, right? But here's the truth, Nietzsche's will to power isn't about domination or being some evil mastermind. It's about something much more personal, self-overcoming. It's that inner drive we all have to grow, to expand, to become more than we are right now. It's that voice inside that says, I can be better than this. I can do more than this. To break it down simply, it's not about controlling other people. It's about mastering yourself. It's that unstoppable force that makes a kid want to ride a bike, fall down, scrape their knees, get back up, and eventually master it. It's what pushes an entrepreneur to take that terrifying leap, fail spectacularly, dust themselves off, and try again, but smarter this time. Now imagine channeling that same energy, that same relentless drive, into your finances, your side hustle, your business dreams. That's what we're talking about here. And let me tell you something, understanding this concept is the difference between the person who's still working the same soul-crushing job 20 years from now and the person who builds something that gives them true freedom. Here's where most people go completely wrong. They wait. They wait for permission. They wait for the perfect time. They wait for someone to discover them. They wait for the stars to align. And while they're waiting, life is passing them by. See, most people think success is about luck, or connections, or being born into the right family. They look at Elon Musk or Oprah and think, well, they're special. I'm not. But that's the biggest lie we tell ourselves. Most people stay financially stuck because they're outsourcing their power. They're playing small. They're building someone else's empire instead of their own. They're letting fear make their decisions. And the truly tragic part? Most don't even realize they're doing it. From kindergarten, we're trained to stay in line, follow directions, don't rock the boat, be realistic. But Nietzsche would look at that and say, you are becoming what you are. So what exactly are you becoming? A sheep? Or a creator? Every day you're either moving toward power or away from it. There's no standing still in this game. Power is creation. Now this is where it gets really interesting. When you think about it, entrepreneurship is the ultimate expression of the will to power. Consider what happens when you start a business. You begin with nothing but an idea, a vision in your head that nobody else can see. You create something that didn't exist before. You manifest reality. You face rejection, failure, doubt, and you keep going anyway. Business isn't just about making money. At its core, it's about self-expression. It's your creative force unleashed in the marketplace. It's you saying, this is what I see. This is what I can offer. When Steve Jobs said, I want to put a dent in the universe, that wasn't just a catchy quote for inspirational Instagram posts. That was pure will to power talking. When Oprah built an empire from trauma and truth-telling, she wasn't just building wealth, She was expressing her highest self. And here's the kicker: money follows this authentic expression almost as a side effect. The universe tends to reward those who fully manifest their will to power. Is that woo-woo enough for you? Don't worry, we're about to get very practical. Let's get brutally honest for a minute. Here's the raw truth about why most people never achieve financial freedom. They fear temporary discomfort more than they desire permanent growth. They conform to social expectations instead of creating their own path. They suppress their best ideas because what will people think? They let the opinions of others, often people who haven't achieved anything remarkable themselves, choke their potential. Nietzsche had this brilliant quote: "He who has a why can bear almost any how." But most people never discover their why. They never dig deep enough to find that burning reason that would push them through obstacles. Instead, they chase security, not freedom. And let me tell you, security is just a cage with velvet bars. It might feel comfortable, but you're still trapped. The average person will gladly trade their dreams for a steady paycheck and the illusion of safety. And 20 years later, they'll wonder where their life went. Is that harsh? Maybe. But sometimes we need harsh truths to wake us up. Alright, enough philosophy, let's get tactical. How do you actually apply the will to power to create wealth? I've broken it down into 5 actionable steps. Step 1. Choose yourself. First things first, stop waiting for validation. The world doesn't owe you a stage. Nobody's coming to discover you. The gatekeepers aren't going to suddenly open the doors. So what do? You build your own stage. Start that YouTube channel even if your first videos are terrible, trust me, mine were. Launch that business even if you don't feel qualified yet. Write that book even if no publisher is waiting for it. When I started my first business, nobody believed in me. My own family thought I was making a huge mistake leaving my secure job. But I chose myself when nobody else would. And that made all the difference. Remember this: every successful person you admire started exactly where you are, with nothing but self-belief and a willingness to look stupid for a while. Step 2. Channel your struggle into fuel. Nietzsche said, "To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering." Now, that sounds depressing on the surface. But it's actually incredibly empowering when you understand it. It means, use your pain. Build from it. Transform it. Got laid off? Good. Use that time and anger to create something of your own. Drowning in debt? Let that pressure forge financial discipline you wouldn't otherwise develop. No support system? Build one online with people who share your vision. The most successful entrepreneurs I know didn't succeed despite their struggles, they succeeded because of them. They used adversity as rocket fuel. Whatever pain you're carrying right now, financial stress, rejection, failure, don't try to escape it. Harness it. That's the will to power in action. Step 3. Create, don't consume. Here's a simple but powerful truth: creators win. Consumers watch others win. In today's economy, there are only 2 positions: you're either creating or you're consuming. And only one of those builds wealth. So make this shift. Don't scroll. Post. Don't binge watch. Build. Don't wish. Work. The will to power is fundamentally the will to create. To bring something new into existence. To add value where there was none before. Every minute you spend mindlessly consuming content is a minute you're not creating your future. Harsh? Yes. True? Absolutely. Start small if you need to. Create for 30 minutes before you consume anything today. Then gradually increase that ratio. Watch what happens to your life. Step 4. Embrace discomfort. Let me share something that changed my life. Nothing, and I mean nothing, grows in your comfort zone except regret. Growth, innovation, wealth, they all live on the other side of discomfort. That's why the will to power isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about pursuing growth especially, when it's hard. Start intentionally doing the hard things. Wake up early when you'd rather sleep in. Publish your work when you're afraid of criticism. Make that sales call when rejection terrifies you. Comfort kills ambition. It kills dreams. It kills wealth. Nietzsche said, "Become who you are." But that transformation requires resistance. Pressure. Challenge. You don't become a diamond without pressure, and you don't become wealthy without embracing discomfort. Step 5. Think long game. This might be the most important step of all. Nietzsche didn't write for his own generation. He knew his ideas would take decades, maybe centuries, to fully land. Building wealth works the same way. Think in 5-year visions, not 5-minute dopamine hits. Build for legacy, not likes. Create assets, not just income. The problem is, we live in an instant gratification culture. Everyone wants overnight success. But real wealth, sustainable wealth, is built through compound actions over time. The decisions you make today might not pay off tomorrow. They might not pay off next month. But 3 years from now? 5 years from now? They'll look like genius moves. The will to power isn't just about immediate gratification. It's about becoming something greater over time. Here's the turning point of this entire video. Knowing all this philosophy, all these steps, it means absolutely nothing if you don't move. You've got one life. One shot to turn your struggles into strength. One chance to create something meaningful that didn't exist before. Stop asking, "Can I do this?" Start asking, "Who do I have to become to do this?" Because the will to power isn't just some abstract philosophical concept. It's fuel. It's action. It's freedom. And it's already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. It's there when you feel that pull toward something greater. It's there when you're tired but push through anyway. It's there in your best ideas, your boldest dreams. The question is, will you listen to it? Friedrich Nietzsche was never trying to tell us how to get rich. Let's be honest, the guy died broke and wasn't exactly a financial guru. But he understood something far deeper. The strongest force in the universe isn't out there somewhere, it's inside you. The people who change the world, make money, build empires, they all tap into this primal drive to create and overcome. Your job isn't to wait, wish, or wonder. Your job is to will your way forward, one decision, one action, one day at a time. You don't need another self-help book. You don't need another get-rich-quick scheme. You need to act like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. The will to power isn't just about dominating others, it's about refusing to be dominated by fear, by circumstances, by limitations that exist only in your mind. And when you tap into that power, that's when everything changes. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and let me know in the comments how you will apply the will of power to create wealth. Watch the next video right here where we dive deeper into how to overcome your specific wealth blocks using these principles. And remember, philosophy isn't just for classrooms. It's for your life, your business, your bank account. Use it. Until next time, keep embracing that will to power. This is Money, Mindset and Meaning, and I'll see you in the next one.